There are 18 Pokemon types, and today we are ranking every single one of them from weakest to strongest. This ranking is based on overall offensive and defensive utility, how many types they hit super effectively, how many resist them, and their overall impact in battle. Let us count them down. At number 18, we have Bug. Bug-type attacks are resisted by 7 different types, the most of any type in the game. Bug only hits 3 types super effectively, and Bug-type Pokemon generally have low base stats. It is the weakest type overall, despite a few standout Pokemon like Scizor and Volcarona carrying the flag. Number 17, Normal. Normal type has no super effective matchups against anything. It hits nothing for double damage. On the plus side, it only has one weakness, fighting, and it is immune to Ghost. But offensively, Normal is dead weight. It is only useful as a neutral hit, and in a game about type advantages, neutral is not good enough. Number 16, Poison. Poison is excellent defensively, resisting 6 types and being immune to poison status. But offensively, Poison only hits 2 types super effectively, Grass and Fairy, that is it. It is a great defensive typing, but when you need to deal damage, Poison will rarely be your answer. Number 15, Rock. Rock hits 4 types super effectively, which is decent, but Rock has 5 weaknesses, including extremely common types like Water, Grass, Fighting, and Steel. Most Rock-type Pokemon are slow, and their defensive weaknesses make them easy targets. Rock is strong on paper, but fragile in practice. Number 14, Ice. Offensively, Ice is one of the best types in the game. It hits Grass, Ground, Flying, and Dragon all super effectively. But defensively, Ice is a disaster. It only resists itself and has 4 weaknesses to extremely common types. Ice-type Pokemon are glass cannons, and most of them would rather just use Ice Beam without actually being Ice-type. Number 13, Grass. Grass has the most resistances of any type, tied with Steel at 10, which sounds amazing, but Grass also has 5 weaknesses, and offensively, it is resisted by 7 types. Grass-type Pokemon often find themselves on the wrong end of type matchups, despite their impressive defensive profile. Number 12, Flying. Flying is a solid offensive type, hitting 3 types super effectively and being immune to ground. It has 3 weaknesses, all to common types, but the ground immunity alone makes Flying incredibly valuable. Many of the best Pokemon in competitive play are Flying types. Number 11, Psychic. Once the most dominant type in the game, Psychic has fallen from grace. It hits 2 types super effectively and is resisted by 3. Defensively, it has 3 weaknesses, but also 1 important resistance to fighting. Psychic is still strong, but it is no longer the powerhouse it was in Generation 1. Number 10, Dark. Dark hits Psychic and Ghost super effectively, 2 of the most dangerous offensive types. It is immune to Psychic and resists Dark and Ghost. Dark is a very strong defensive and offensive type, and Pokemon like Tyranitar and Kingambit have proven how devastating it can be. Number 9, Ghost. Ghost is unique in that it is one of only 2 types that hit themselves super effectively. It hits Ghost and Psychic for double damage, and is immune to Normal and Fighting. Ghost-type Pokemon tend to have strong move pools and abilities, making this type consistently powerful. Number 8, Fire. Fire hits 4 types super effectively and is resisted by 4. Defensively, it resists 6 types, including Fairy and Steel, which is incredibly valuable. Fire-type Pokemon are also immune to Burn. Fire is one of the most well-rounded types in the game.
Number 7, Water. Water has only 2 weaknesses and hits 3 types super effectively. It also resists 4 types. But what makes Water so strong is the sheer number of incredible Water-type Pokemon and their access to moves like Scald, which could burn opponents. Water is consistently top tier. Number 6, Electric. Electric hits 2 types super effectively and is only resisted by Grass and Dragon. It has one single weakness, Ground, and resists 3 types. The consistency of Electric-type attacks and the speed of Electric-type Pokemon make this type extremely reliable. Number 5, Ground. Ground hits 5 types super effectively, including Electric, Fire, Steel, Rock, and Poison. It is immune to Electric and resists Poison and Rock. Earthquake is one of the best moves in the game, and Ground-type Pokemon tend to be physically powerful. Ground is an offensive powerhouse. Number 4, Fighting. Fighting hits 5 types super effectively, including Normal, Ice, Rock, Dark, and Steel. These are some of the most common defensive types in the game. Fighting is the answer to Steel, which is the best defensive type, making Fighting incredibly valuable. Number 3, Fairy. Introduced in Generation 6, Fairy was created to balance the Dragon type, and it succeeded brilliantly. Fairy hits Dragon, Dark, and Fighting super effectively, and it is immune to Dragon. It resists Dark, Bug, and Fighting, and only has 2 weaknesses. Fairy is one of the best types in the game, period. Number 2, Dragon. Dragon hits only itself super effectively, but Dragon-type Pokemon have the highest base stats on average of any type. They have massive move pools, incredible abilities, and signature moves. Dragon resists Fire, Water, Grass, and Electric, and only has 3 weaknesses, 2 of which are to Fairy and Ice. The raw power of Dragon-type Pokemon makes this type elite. And at number 1, the strongest Pokemon type is Steel. Steel resists 10 different types, the most resistances of any type. It is immune to Poison. It has only 3 weaknesses, and it hits Fairy, Ice, and Rock super effectively. Steel is the best defensive type by far, and in a game where type matchups matter more than anything, being able to resist 10 types is game-breaking. Pokemon like Metagross, Scizor, and Corviknight have dominated competitive play for years. Steel is simply the best type in Pokemon, and it is not even close. Those are all 18 Pokemon types ranked. Do you agree with this list? What type would you put at number 1? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more Pokemon content every week.